It is the coronavirus and the impact it is having on the economy and the global markets. Let's talk about it now with Peter Chun. He is founder and managing partner at Silverbear Capital. He's in Hong Kong, and editor-in-chief Andy Serwer is here with us at the desk. So good morning to you both. Peter, I'm going to start with you. You're stuck there in Hong Kong. You can't get out. Paint the picture for us. What's the mood like there right now?
Well, the condition right now in Hong Kong is getting serious day by day. Obviously, the outbreak came from China in the beginning, and then the Hong Kong government did not step up at the time, stopping people from China coming to Hong Kong, therefore leading to an outbreak now in Hong Kong, causing a lot more damage, both internally in Hong Kong and for a lot of the businessmen internationally as well.
Andy, you recently had a really good conversation with the director of the National Institutes of Health. What's his take on the situation?
Well, you know, he is saying we should be concerned, although not overly concerned here in the United States. It's not really a pandemic yet, and the definition of a pandemic is an epidemic that is in multiple hemispheres. And so right now it's confined to China. He's concerned about information and about making sure people are getting accurate information. And, you know, there's a lot of stuff on the internet, not surprisingly perhaps, it's untrue that the Chinese did this intentionally from a weapons laboratory, that it's akin to AIDS, that it can be easily cured. So the important thing right now is to get accurate information and to not be, you know, hysterical about things, and understand here in the United States, for the most part, we're in an extremely safe situation.
Peter, to bounce off of what Andy was just talking about, the death toll in China is at 910. That is relatively low, even as the number of cases has skyrocketed. So do you think that the government in China is not being truthful here?
Well, I would not say that they're not being truthful. I think they have to understand the condition of the virus is transmitting from people to people and is multiplying. Now, you will not be able to identify the infection sometimes up to 14 days. So right now, the precautionary systems or the precautionary format that the China hospital system is using can only pick up people with symptoms who are reporting themselves to the hospital only. So therefore, it's impossible to give you an accurate number, which is, I would probably say, the number that everybody has cannot be dependent due to what I just explained.
And what's happening right now, Peter, with the economy in Hong Kong? Is it business as usual? Is it more of a ghost town, or are stores and just closed up right now and people are staying inside? What's it like there on the ground?
Well, I mean, the local authority is promoting people to stop going on the streets. So we are being asked to do home offices, net meetings. I think they are considering to close down the cinemas next week as well. So they're taking some very precautionary, but stepped up precautionary now that they found out that the outbreak is serious.
Andy, some key news this morning. Apple's supplier Foxconn said their factory will remain closed until, quote, further notice. I think the market is underestimating that the impact of this, but also that maybe growth will snap back later this year.
Yeah, I mean, the economic impact here is huge, and, you know, it's also unquantifiable at this particular point in time. A lot of people are talking about 2 full percentage points of GDP in China in terms of their economy losing that much economic activity, and a 0.5 percentage point here in the United States. But that number is very, very fluid right now. The thing to watch for is, it's an old calculus thing, going back to your college calculus, which is acceleration. Are the number of cases accelerating? Is the curve of new cases continuing to steepen? Once that plateaus, that's a really good sign. So in other words, the rate of new cases not increasing. There are some signs right now that that's actually happening right now. In other words, we're still getting new cases, but not at an accelerating rate. So that's a good sign. Having said that, I mean, you heard Emily McCormick, just what you were saying about big companies, global supply chain. I mean, you know, the implications on the global economy are huge.
And Peter, before we let you go, Jefferies is warning of a credit crunch in Hong Kong due to the protests there and also the coronavirus. Are you seeing that?
Yes, I mean, as you can see, the capital market is reacting in the same direction. Obviously, because of the virus, the travel and consumer-related stocks are getting hit. Macau casino stocks are getting hit. Airline stocks is getting hit. Alibaba Picture, for example, is getting hit because all the cinemas is closed across the countries. I mean, you can see a lot of the emerging market people are stepping in. You can see the Bank of China doing the reverse repurchasing agreement now. So there is a lot of normal, I would say, normal reaction to the capital market that would explain what had happened to the trade war, to the protests, and the virus at the same time.
All right, let's leave it there. Peter Chun, Andy Serwer, good to see you.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.